Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I want to read to you an article that I just wrote entitled Why Your Feet Are Stinky, Crusty, Infected, Bloated, Moldy, Bad Circulation, and Purple with Veins Bulging. How's that for a title? I know, I'm laughing, but it's really not funny. So, it's your horrible diet. That's the reason. That's how it starts. I just get right to the point. Nobody ever taught you how to eat naturally. Like a sponge, you bought into all the junk. Your parents ate it, so you thought it must be okay, right? The purple dinosaur on TV told you that Captain Crunch was nutritious and full of vitamins and that you'd get a toy in the box. And they told you to drink your milk every day and cheese. Laughing out loud. So then you ate Pizza Hut, Bojangles, McDonald's, birthday cake, rotisserie chicken, donuts, Wonder Bread, Coca-Cola, deep fried boogle dangles, and more. Now 42% of Americans are obese. Not just fat, obese. That is why your feet are so horrible. Your feet are at the bottom of your body. Think about gravity. It's easier for fluids to go down than up. And the capillaries are very small in your extremities. It's easy for bad fats to collect in these places, hands and feet. Bad circulation will cause gunk to build up in your feet and hands. So here is what you do. And this is another article that I wrote on how to eat right. The rule of eating, the one people hate but should never break. You're going to love me when I reveal this simple yet logical rule for eating. It's time for everyone to learn the truth, and it amazes me that so few people know, follow, or admit to the rule. Even those that say, I eat pretty healthy, don't usually follow this one commandment that should never be broken. The rule is to eat naturally. Yep, I told you that it was simple, but it's not these days. You see, there's a lot of money in processed food sales, and people are totally addicted to it, so good luck finding the truth. Even doctors won't follow the rule. Like people in the medical industry are actually healthy, laughing out loud, they're not. You should know that if you do eat naturally, you will avoid so many diseases. While everyone else is getting heart disease, diabetes, infections, and more, you'll stay healthy and avoid pharmaceutical drugs. Now just imagine the problems that you'll curtail if you stay away from conventional medicine. Do you really think that conventional medicine is going to get you healthy? There's a good question for you. Obamacare? Is that going to help you to get healthy? The good news is that I'm going to give you the specifics in just a short essay. Even if you get mad at me, I'm still going to tell you everything that you need to get started. Even if you say stuff like, how effing dare you tell me what to eat, you bastard. Don't worry. I'll know that you're just addicted to the food and in denial, and that the real you wants to eat naturally and be healthy. I hope I'm not shaking that too much. There. That's probably better. Here are the 5 most important keys to eating naturally. Do not eat processed foods. This means reading all the labels and not consuming any food that is not in its original form. God-given, original, whole, God-given for religious and spiritual folks form. I'll read that over. This means reading all the labels and not consuming any food that is not in its original and whole, God-given for religious and spiritual folks form. If you do not know what whole foods are, read a good book on the subject. Healing with Whole Foods by Paul Pitchford is one of the best books in the world. Even if you do nothing more, at least follow this first key, which is do not eat processed foods. No, you cannot cheat and eat birthday cake unless it's made with only whole foods. Do not eat chemical additives or preservatives. If the label reads something that does not sound like a food, do not eat it. Remember, eat naturally. Always read the label. There's a little label on the back of every package. And if you just buy vegetables, then there is no package. Do not eat mass-produced meat. Okay, this is very difficult for some people and they don't know what to eat, but I'm going to show you exactly what to eat. I'm going to tell you. One of the biggest problems that people have, but don't realize it, is that mass-produced chicken, pork, and turkey are not healthy or natural. These animals are raised in confined spaces and buildings, fed way too much grain, and they're hybrid to the point of being skewed and abnormal, and they're not healthy on many levels. Some of the meats that you can eat are free-ranging beef and buffalo, homegrown free-ranging animals, if you have like a farm situation, wild fish including sardines, salmon, mackerel, and others, canned oysters, and free-range organic eggs. Remember, eat only wild. W-I-L-D. I've spelled it out for you. And healthy, happy animals. Now think about this. I'm gonna go off article here. If the animals are happy and healthy and running around and enjoying their lives, isn't that what we all want? We all want to be happy and doing anything free. Right? Free. Not like what they are in Russia. They can't speak their minds. We want to be able to be free. That's what we love about being Americans, right? We also want the animals to be free and happy and healthy. And if they are, and then we eat them, that will help us to be the same, right? If an animal is confined in a cage and then you eat it, you get what you deserve. That's my opinion. Even organic free-range chicken is horribly hybrid and Franken Sinian in nature. I made that word up, Franken Sinian. Look up Cornish crossbreed chicken. Look up how turkeys can't even mate because their breasts are so obscurely huge due to decades of hybridizing. Okay? When you see those chickens and turkeys at the store and they're so big like that, that's not a normal chicken and turkey. They've bred them to be like twice as big and they grow twice as fast. Why? Money. That's the reason. If you eat obscure animals, you will become obscure yourself. Work towards a plant-based diet. We are evolving in this direction. Think about it, okay? Study it, know it, believe it based on evidence and logic. See it when you look into the eyes of an animal. Feel it in your heart. Get away from wheat and dairy. Although some may think that these are natural foods, they have serious inherent gluey, sticky problems. The first red flag is that wheat and dairy are the biggest allergy foods for people. Oh, the indigestion, the bloating, and the gas. Look at how many gluten-free and dairy-free products you see at the store nowadays. Okay? Tons of them. What's the reason for that? Because people can't digest wheat and dairy because their bodies get so clogged with it. Wheat gluten is very sticky and causes undigested plaque, aka mucoid plaque, to build up in the digestive system. This gunk inhibits the absorption of nutrients into your body. It's also creating the perfect breeding ground for parasites of all kinds to grow. Look at how bloated people's bellies have become. So eat non-glutinous grains like brown rice, millet, quinoa, amaranth, buckwheat, wild rice, teff, and others. These are the grains that won't leave residue in human bodies. Dairy casein is another sticky substance that clogs the body. It's very mucus forming and causes a lot of respiratory infections. Anything that stagnates the body is allowing the growth of bacteria and viruses. Look up diseases caused by eating dairy foods. Cow's milk is for baby calves, not humans. So get off of dairy by eating nut milks, rice milk, and other fortified substitutes that mimic milk. Then work into eating your greens for calcium and many other nutrients too. This is real health, true health. So I eat a lot of kale and collards and broccoli and parsley and cilantro. All those greens are really, really healthy and full of calcium. Do not eat GMO or non-organic foods. For millions of years, your body has evolved on natural foods, not lab-created nonsense. To eat naturally, your food should be natural. Food grown with synthetic fertilizers, chemical pesticides, and other strangeness should be avoided at all costs. Yes, I know it's expensive to buy organic. Grow your own. Change your priorities. Ask yourself, what's more important, my health or a new car? Start shopping at your local health food store instead of the giant chain store with the pharmacy in it. Okay, so the health food store that I go in here to in Asheville, it doesn't have a pharmacy in it. There are connections here. Oftentimes when I'm over at Ingles, and I still do buy some food at Ingles, I'll look over there and I'll see the junk food and I'll think, okay, all they have to do is go buy that and then they can go right over to the pharmacy and get the medication that they need to offset the effects created by that junk food. It's almost comical. So, these are the basics for eating naturally. If you follow my dietary guidelines, you'll also need to do a lot of cleansing. Learn how to get rid of all the built-up toxicity in your body. Read books, watch videos. Work on your diet, body, mind, emotions, spirituality every single day. It's a lifelong project. Okay, so I've included a bunch of pictures of the food. Okay, so you want here. These are pictures I've taken of foods, of meals that I've eaten over the years. It's a work in progress for all of us, including myself. Okay? So, you should know that if you change your diet, you have to get out all of that which you've accumulated in your body over the years. Enemas are required, my friends. When you feel sick, nothing helps you to feel better than cleansing out your large intestine, doing enemas. Watch videos. You have to run many, many buckets. See this? This is a stainless steel enema bucket. And you have to run many, many of those buckets, about 6 to 8 of those, through your large intestine and keep blasting it out in the toilet before it comes out clear. Body temperature clean water loaded into your large intestine. Watch videos on YouTube, including mine. It's entitled Best Enema Video. I've made it a little bit comical for you. And sometimes you have to do that. You got to make this deal a bit funny to be able to deal with it. That's how life is. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned some things. And watch my videos on YouTube. I'm Vitality Massage. I also have some other channels on foot pain remedies or something with Brett Rogers, Rodgers. So thank you so much for joining me. Be well.